evening tonight. King Kong Song, New York Pigeon, Crazy Yang, Plano Man. I was going to say piano guy. Plano guy, Tom, PJ 2024, Dad, what was that, Far West? Far West, okay. Alpha Meadowhan, okay. Jonathan, Simba, Maximus, no nickname, cool beans. Myers Unicolor, I have no idea. Jonathan, Emin, dude, what's up? Maximus, Lyle in Iowa. How are you today? Zabi Ahamazia. I'm sorry. Rich, how are you doing? Rich and Free 7. What a cool name. Ross, Mofish, Mara or Coin. Uh-oh. Mara, M-A-R-A. Well, let's take a gander at Mara, won't we? Mo, take a look at this. Mara's high was back in late February. The bottom was in September. A year ago, we're at 17. Jumps up to 34. Doubles in price. Drops 14. Okay, more than a 50% drop. Shoots back up to 27. Drops back down to 14. Up to 30. Now we're sitting at 22.64. All right, well, the 2250s are going for $1.35. $1.35 on 2250. That's a nice number. Where were we? Okay, so that's a nice number. First thing Monday morning. Well, let's take a gander at it. Okay, here we go. Last 90 days. What has it done in the last 90 days? Now, the reason why I want to look at the last 90 days is because it gives me an idea of what we, the investors, are thinking. Okay, so 90 days ago, 3 months ago, we're at 15. We dropped all the way down to 13. Goes from 15 to 13, goes sideways for a bit, shoots on up. Imagine that going from 15 to 13, then from 13 up to 30. Well, yeah, there's going to be profit taken in, and there was. Taking in some profits. The high of the year, the high of the 30-day period, 30.32. Well, here's your last 30 days. Your bottom was 30 days ago. Your top 2 weeks ago. Then your profit taking. And it's going to continue profit taking until it's done. When is it going to be done? When it's done. Isn't that weird? It's done when it's done. Well, usually, you get a 30-day bottom, see, followed by a couple of up days. Well, we haven't gotten to the 30-day bottom yet. Well, at least no 30-day up days, 2-day upside. But even so, I'll put Mara down for next week to take a gander at it, because assume she should be coming somewhere down around here, because they do the same things over and over again. They go up, they go down. So I'm putting Marathon down, but I would hold off on buying it until you can find the bottom. Now, Coin, C-O-I-N, that's not even a stock. Coinbase, it is. Okay, so here we go. So Coinbase, you got your high here last week. You got your bottom way down here. So you got 350 down to 210. Okay, so there we go. Up, sideways, down, up. Right here, where are we? 311. So 311.77 to 312's 1050. I'm going to say no to that, because a $300 stock, well, yeah, should be 3. So that's a 3%. Okay, interesting. So a year ago, we opened up at 149.72. We bottomed out in the beginning of February at 116. Okay, the last 90 days, well, 90 days ago, we're still at the 145 area. Shoots up, and we're to a new trading range altogether. So let's take a look at that new trading range in the last 30 days. Okay, here's the last 30 days. 30 days ago was the 30-day bottom. She shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back. Well, we're sitting right here right now. So what's usually going to happen in this area? Well, in this area, it looks like she should be going down still. So, still going to the downside. So it looks like we're just going to wait it out. check out what it does next week. So let's take a look at some more questions we got here. All these people joining in. Mo Fish, like that. Wilhelmina, how are you doing? Artemis, what a cool name, Artemis. Kevin, Howard, how you doing? Evic, Derek, B, Jerry, cool beans. TRF, Marie, cool. All you guys stay in. Hop on meme coins. How about no? I don't do cryptocurrency. Until cryptocurrency has a way to safely, predictably, and consistently gain me 1% every single week. Other than that, no thank you. Wikolda, how are you today? So, nothing you guys want to take a look at. Just join in and say hi. Hi. Hey there. Hi there. Ho there. Let's keep on going. All right. Next on the list, Walmart. WMT. Why are we looking at Walmart? That's all it does is go up. Okay, it's at the top right now. Walmart's going to be a no. Citigroup. Same thing. Citigroup, a little too high for me. Okay? I'm waiting for profit taking. Because what happens when you get too high? Look where the bottom was, 45 bucks. Well, now it's at 72. That's a nice rate of return. From 45 up to 72, great. You going to take profits? I know I would. If I bought it at 45 and it's now at 72, you don't take the profit, it's going to be taken away from you. Because it's not a profit until you take it. All right, so no to Citigroup. Ford. Ford is next. Interesting what's happening with Ford. Check it out. Here's the high, here's the low. Look at the last 2-3 months just going sideways. They call that channeling, where it stays within a certain range. Let's pull it up. But wait a second. Let's take a gander at it. A year ago, we're at 1188. We jump all the way up to 1485, drop down all the way to 948 at the bottom. Look at the last 3 months. Look at that movement. Up, down, up, down, up. Down. It's like a perfect range between 1030 and 1120. You know, you buy it here, you sell it here. Buy it here, sell it here. Buy it here, sell it here. Blah, blah, blah. Same thing. Up, down, up, down. That's all it does. Stocks go up. Stocks go down. If you're expecting them to come over the house and walk the dog, ain't happening. They go up, they go down, that's it. Okay, so the last 30 days. Okay, here's your last 30 days for Ford. 30 days ago, we're at 11. Topped out at 1150. The bottom was on Wednesday. Thursday was higher, Friday was higher. Perfect opportunity to jump in on Monday if you like Ford. Well, 1040, the 1050s are going for 10 cents, just below 1%. Well, what's 1% every single week? Well, 1% every single week is over 50% per year. I can live with 50% per year. User 7962388875810. How about we call you Wilhelm? Willie. Willie for short. SQM. What the heck is SQM? Now, if I ever have to say what is what, SQM, that's a no. That's what it is. SQM is a no. It's a monthly optionable stock. I don't do monthlies. ADK Explorer. What do I think of AMD? Down a ton at the moment. AMD. Advanced Micro Devices. Well, what I have to say about advanced micro devices is going to be a no, only because micro devices has no dividends. No dividends, no thank you. Simple, right? The name of the live show, this is a live show because I'm live. I'm down here in St. Petersburg. Hi all, it's a nice day today. A little chilly, okay, but then it warmed up. It was very nice. However, I don't like companies that don't pay dividends because a dividend is nothing more than the company sharing their profits. Now you have two choices. You can have a company that takes all the profits, puts it back into the company for capital growth. If you're looking for capital growth, you are in the wrong place. You're basically wasting your time here. I'm not looking for capital growth. That's not what I'm showing. That's not what I'm teaching. I'm looking for cash flow. I am retired. I make no qualms about it whatsoever. I've been working since 1973. It's time for me to retire, kick back, relax, and do those little odds and ends that keep piling up, you know, the honey-do list. I got a lot of that stuff. So I'm looking for cash flow. Capital appreciation, no. So if the company doesn't pay dividends, it's an automatic no. Okay, so user 796362 whatever. Lithium production, yeah, no. No dividends, no thank you. Ellen Meadows, ARR. Armor Residential. Okay, Ellen, you're new here. Let me briefly explain to you. I'm looking for a safe, simple, predictable, consistent 1% per week. The only way I can do my trading strategy that I like is with weekly options. This company here, ARR, okay, Armor Residential, yeah, it's a monthly options. Monthly options means I can only do an option trade once per month. So that doesn't work for me. I like weekly optionable stocks. All right, so we're all out of suggestions, so let me go back to my list. Because trust me, I got a lot to look at. Nike, NKE. All righty. Oh, Gen X 67. Gen X 64. Whoo! All right, so anyway, you want to look at Kohl's. Kohl's trying to find a new bottom. Do you check this out right here? Okay. Last year, we were at 29, dropped all the way down. Now we're at 14. That is a 50% drop. You're going to make most of your money buying low and selling high. Well, Kohl's is 50% drop from the high of last year. 50%. So where is it going to go now? Can it go lower? Yeah, it can. But at some point in time, it is going to turn around and go back up again. Where? We don't know. Okay, it keeps going down until it's done. That's like, you know, I'm going to do it until I'm done. When I'm done, I'll let you know. Giordano, having people DM saying they were you. Oh, okay. I like it when people do that. All right, hold on. Okay, so Gen Xer. Kohl's, we're basically in a waiting period with Kohl's. We're looking for a new bottom. Okay, look at the last 30 days. Here you go, last 30 days. The high, bottom, up. Here's the high of the year, a high of the 30-day period. Big drop down, went sideways for a bit. Now we have a new bottom. Is it the new bottom? We don't know. When Monday comes around, it's either going to go lower or it's going to go higher. It's actually that easy. It's going to go lower, it's going to go higher. If you like Kohl's, great. Let's keep watching it. I'm going to watch it day after day after day. And when it makes the turn to go around, yeah, I'm going to jump in. CVS, I think it's doing the exact same thing. Searching for a new bottom. CVS. Okay? Same thing. 30 days ago. Okay? 30 days ago, she jumps up. Here's your high. You get to a 30-day high, there's going to be profit taking. Profit taking? Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to be looking at it to see where's the bottom, where's it going to turn, where's it going to go. Look at the numbers. If I buy it right now, $49.50, the $49.50 is going for 2%. 2% a week is over 100% a year. Can you imagine doubling your money every year? That would be freaking awesome. Does it happen all the time? No. I average 1% a week. 1% a week is 50% per year. Compounded, I can double my money every 14 months. 14 to 15 months, I double my money. That works for me. So CVS and Kohl's, yeah, both looking for that new bottom. We'll keep an eye on it. HAFN. What the heck is HAFN? Never a good thing when I have to say that. HAFN. Okay, this has no options at all. No options. No thank you. German Belgian dog mixologist. German Belgian dog mixologist. Cool. Kohl's bites. Alrighty then. I would do Kohl's over and above this thing because this thing has no options at all. Okay, does it even have dividends? Michael David Robinson, and Kohl's is at the COVID low. Imagine that. I could say that the name too. It could stay the same too. Yes, it could stay the same too. Okay? But that's not what stocks do. Stocks don't stay the same. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Oops, I missed some questions. All right. CVS in sympathy. Okay. Thawkins, Intel, INTC. Interesting. Okay, Intel. Here's the high of the year back in December. What is that, 51? Yeah, 51. Drops in September. What is that, 18? That's a 50% loss. A 50% loss value. This is one reason why I don't hold on to anything. See, I hold on for 5, 10, 15 days, 2, 3, 4 weeks. That's it, max. Look, a year ago, 50. Now it's down at 20. Yeah, no thank you. Anyway, Intel a year ago is at 45. The high of the year, 51.35. The bottom, mid-September at 18.53. The last 30 days. Here's the last 30 days. Oh, what is that one? Somebody wants to look at Johnson & Johnson? Okay, we'll look at Johnson & Johnson in a minute. Okay, 30 days ago, we're at 24.50. We shoot up to 25.50, bottom out at 20. Well, from 25.50 to 20, that is a 20% drop. Okay, you get a 20% drop, yeah, you're going to have people jumping on board saying, hey, I want a piece of that. Wednesday was the 30-day bottom. Thursday was up. Friday was up. 2 days to the upside. But look what happened here on Friday. Now, Friday has a higher bottom, but doesn't have a higher top. So is it a higher? It kind of is, kind of isn't. Okay? The opening price was 20. What was it? Hold on. Let's pick it up. Okay, so Wednesday, the low was 1987. Thursday, it was 1992. Friday, 2025. So if you're going by the bottom, yeah, it's going to the upside. But if you're going by the top, 2025, 2090, 2080. But I still like Intel because the numbers work. Look, the 2030, the 2050s are going for 48 cents. That's more than 2%. And I like Intel. All right, I'm marking that one down for Monday. Okay, all righty. Thawkins, okay. Let's keep on going. Alex, what stocks? Wow. Alex, what stocks are going to grow in case oil prices will grow, in your opinion? Alex, that's a tough one. You know, because at this moment in time, you know, we know that the current administration is against oil. Okay, therefore that renewable electric crap, which just ain't gonna work. I mean, there's just no way possible. I mean, yeah, if we start now, maybe 20, 30 years we could. The infrastructure we have for electric, just not gonna cut it. Anyway, on oil stocks, well, for some strange reason, all the oil stocks are down. Okay, they're anticipating Trump coming in office because he says, drill, baby, drill. That means all the oil, all the roughnecks are going back to work, pumping out some more oil. So what's going to happen? Okay, where are we going to be on the, you know, on the world stage when it comes to oil production? Now that we get, you know, the green out of the way, which ain't going to work, and then we get the oil back in. So what's going to happen? Nobody really knows it. We're not going to know until at least the first 90 days, the first quarter. So what is the first quarter 2025 going to look like? I'm kind of excited about the possibilities, but we really just don't know. Why are all the oil stocks down? Are they all gearing up to get going when we does take off and say, yes, I do promise to do, all that kind of nice neat stuff, and then have at it, off to the races. Let's see what happens. So I can't answer that question, Alex. We'll see what happens. Wow, look, all these people join. Sympathy with Walgreens. Yep, I get it. Let's keep on keeping. All these people join. They just come and they go. They come and they go. All right, Siri, 4% dividend. Do you like? I like Siri. ARB, let's take a look at that. Siri, S-I-R-I. Let's try it one more time and do it this way. S-I-R-I. Well, that doesn't look very promising now, does it? Last year, 57.50, drops, retraces, drops again. Here's the bottom right here, below 22. Now we're sitting at 24.11. Well, let's take a closer look at that. Okay, the high last year was 57.80. That was a year ago. The last 90 days has our bottom right here on the 7th of October, 22.20. Well, the last 30 days is what I usually go by, because the last 30 days gives me an idea of where is the stock going next. Well, as we can see, 30 days ago we're at 26.50. We pulled down to 24.50, shoot up to 29. Now, from 24.50 to 29 is, what is that, $3.5, $4.5? $4.5. Now, $4.5 on a $24 stock, well, that is 17, 18%. 18% increase in 4 weeks. Well, hell yeah, it's going to be profit taken. Now we're sitting at 24.11, and we're searching for a new bottom. All right, we'll put Siri down for next week. Keep our eye on it. All right. Galzeria. You want me to take a look at Johnson & Johnson, J&J. Now, Johnson & Johnson, I like the company. It's been around for over 100 years. They are a dividend king, but the premiums usually aren't the greatest in the world. 146.73, we'll be looking at the 147s. The 147 is only going for 93 cents. That's not 1%. That doesn't fit. Okay? It's a nice pair of shoes, but they just don't fit. Okay? Think about it. Looks nice, but just doesn't fit. It's not giving me the 1% I'm looking for. Okay? Now, I like Johnson & Johnson. I do. But it just doesn't work. Does anybody know what stock is on the screen right now? It's Johnson & Johnson. Thanks. You're welcome. Okay, no nickname. You've been here long enough. You know that this screen here is live on YouTube. If you really want to know what stock we're looking at, go in the other room. Put the TV on. Pull it up on YouTube. Okay, The 10-Minute Trader, live on YouTube. All right, let's keep on keeping on. What else do we got? 53. BTI. Why ask why? BTY. BTI. British American Tobe. I have no idea what that means. Well, BTI is going to be a no. Monthly optionable stocks means I can only trade it once a month. That doesn't work for me. Okay, the numbers just don't work. Currently it's at 37.97, 38. The 38 is going for 20 cents. 20 cents is not even 1%. What the hell would I do that for? For 1 month? No, thank you. Well, actually, it's only for 6 days because it expires this Friday. But the one after that, carrying it all the way to January, think about this. I got to carry it all the way to January at the money, 35 cents. Not even 1%. And I got to carry it for 5 weeks? Yeah, no thank you. Okay, that's 12% a year. If you're okay with 12% a year, great. No, I don't like it. All righty, Alex. Michael Linares. SPY. Now, I really don't like SPY. Several reasons. Reason number one, it's at an all-time high. Okay? High of the year. No, thank you. Okay? It is a daily optionable stock. What does that mean? Well, it doesn't really mean anything. $600, a little out of my price range. However much money you think I have, I do not. Okay, $600 per share, no, out of my price range. Let's go to Yahoo Finance and take a look at what kind of rate of return is SPY giving. Okay, now, first thing I want to take a look at is how consistent are they with increasing their dividends. Okay, let's go all the way back to 2004, because that's 20 years. Okay, so 2004, we start out with a 40-cent dividend. Okay, 40 cents, not bad. Then it goes to 41, 47, 35. Wait a second. That's going backwards. Why would I want to invest my money with something that's not consistently profitable? If it was consistently profitable, these numbers would be going up, not down. Okay, 41, 47, 35, 57, 45, 49, 52, 67, 52. That's backwards again. 56, 58, 79, 55, backwards again. 66, 72, 78, 64, backwards again. Up, down, up, down. There's no consistency in the profits whatsoever, Michael. Okay, when I say consistently profitable, I mean 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 11, 14, 17, 18. Higher and higher and higher. Not up, down. That's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Yeah, no thank you. I want consistent profitability. Not, hey, let's shoot the dice, see what we got this week. No, that doesn't work for me. But wait, it gets worse. Believe it or not, it does. Let's take a look at the yield. What is the yield? Now, do you understand what a yield is? A yield is the rate of return. How much are you getting as a rate of return? You put your money in, how much are you getting back? Well, SPY at this moment in time, 1.16. Now, explain to me in a manner as if I was, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, a teenager, an adolescent. Why you think 1.16% per year is good? I don't know. Doesn't work for me. 1.1% does not work for me. For the week, yes. For the year, no. All right, Jeff Cuba. Oil will go down. It will start falling in September. I'm not quite sure why you think it would start falling in September. Because we are in December. Oh, so I'm kind of curious, Moto Mech renewal. Something tells me there will be a big correction. Been playing it safe in bonds. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay? Correction. There's a correction, pullback, recession, crash, whatever you want to call it, every decade. You take a look at the stock market from the late 1800s to where we are now. It goes up, it goes down. It goes up, it goes down. It goes up, it goes down. That's what the stock market does. Okay? Consistently to the upside. It's been averaging over the last 100 years about 8 to 10% every single year. Does it every year? No. It goes up, it goes down. It goes up, it goes down. But on average, okay, from the late 1800s to where we are now, on average, it's consistently going to the upside. Is there going to be correction? Well, yeah, there's always going to be a correction. Is there going to be a boom? Yeah, there's always going to be a boom. It goes up, it goes down. If you're expecting it to do anything other than going up and going down, you're playing the wrong game. You're asking the wrong questions. Let's keep on going. Whoa, what do we got here? Boeing. Alex wants to take a look at Boeing. BA. Nice movement lately. Look at Boeing. The high of the year was last December, 268. She drops all the way down in the 130s. That's like that's a 50% drop. 268 down to where we are now, that's 50%. It's bouncing off of this and going to the upside. Great. Let's zoom in and take a little bit closer look. Okay, we're going to take a quick look at Boeing. A year ago, we're at 252. The high of the year was 268. And then look at the last 30 days. Okay, we have our new bottom 136.73. That is a 50% drop in a year. She drops 50%. Look where we are now. Okay, now the last 30 days, it's like almost straight up. Definitely not time to jump in, because I don't like buying at a high, even though it is bouncing off of the low of the year. We had a 50% drop within the year. Well, this was the time to buy. This is why you find a good company. Okay, if you like Boeing, great. Keep your eye on it, because now she shot up. Eventually, there's going to be profit taking, because you're not going to go from 136.95 up to 169. That's a $30 increase. A $30 increase on a $135 stock, that's over almost 20%. Okay, big jump. There's going to be profit taking. When the profit taking happens, it'll probably come down here to the 155 area. Then it'll turn around and go back up again. If you like Boeing. Remember, never buy something you're not okay with holding on to for a long time, because you just might have to. The longest I've ever held anything is 9 months. And I didn't do it because I wanted to. I bought it, she dropped, and I had to wait 9 months for it to return back where it is. Because rule number 2 for me, never sell at a loss. But that's for me. You guys have to figure out what your own rules are. Mine are pretty simple. You guys all joining, but nobody has any questions. Canada Way, best stock to invest for dividend. Canada Way, it's a little bit more complicated of a question than that. Best stock to invest. Okay, what do you mean by best? Best cash flow, best appreciation, best longevity of increased dividends? What? You know, it's a general question. You ask a better question, you get a better answer. Better questions mean a better life. If you can ask really good questions, get really good answers, well, great. Gives you something to go on. But what's the best stock to invest in? Well, there's a lot of details missing. Trailer launch. Pfizer, PFE. Okay, Pfizer, it's a high at 31.50 back in August. Okay, the bottom was in November at 24.50. All right, well, what are we looking at? A year ago, we're right around 26, shoot up to 31.50, drop at the last 90 days. Take a look at the last 90 days. There's your high, here's your low. Look at the movement. Sideways, drops, sideways again. Well, we have 2 days to the upside here. Now, me personally, I like 2 days to the upside after a bottom. Well, let's zoom in. The zoom in will be on the 15th right there. Okay? So 30 days ago was the 30-day bottom. She shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back. Look at this. 1 day, 2 days. I like 2 days to the upside. 1, 2. Great. That means Monday, it's a good possibility to jump in if the numbers work. Well, here, how do you work the numbers? What do I buy it for? $25.58. Well, the $25.50 is going for 58 cents. That is very close to 2%. Now, 2% works for me. So I'm putting Pfizer down. Pfizer down for Monday, because it looks good. So as soon as the market opens on Monday, okay, if it opens up higher, yeah, I'm jumping in. If it opens up lower, I'm going to pause a moment and wait and see what happens on Tuesday. Okay, I'm not in a hurry, you know. Let's save that one. All righty. And there we go. All right, so that was Pfizer. What do we have next? What's your best dividend stock? My best dividend stock would be Macy's. All right, TikTok #1. Mergers and acquisitions are increased in 2025. That'd be cool. James, how about NEO? N-I-O. NEO. Okay, NEO, interesting. Let's take a look at how well do they pay their dividends, because I'm not 100% sure on NEO, because I've never traded it. Now, if I've never traded it, that means there's got to be a reason why I've never traded, other than the fact it's $4.50. Okay. Dividends only. That's why I've never traded NEO. NEO doesn't have any dividends. No dividends, no thank you. Okay, let's get out of that. Why don't you like long-term investments with safe stocks? Because I've never seen a safe stock for a long-term investment that gives me a 50% return on a weekly basis. Okay, now you're under the assumption that I have no problem taking a bunch of my money, putting it into a stock and just watching it grow. Yeah, no. I trade weekly options because I'm retired and I need the income to live comfortably. We're the only species on the planet that's got to pay to live here. So you guys are all working to put your money aside so that at some point in time you can retire and live off the interest. Well, great. I got a shortcut. I got an X amount of dollars, and that X amount of dollars gives me 1% a week. That 1% a week pays all my bills. If I took my money and put it into long-term stocks and waited, what am I waiting for? I mean, seriously, what am I waiting for? When you say long-term, what do you mean? Me, long-term is 30 days. Okay? Nobody's guaranteed tomorrow. I'm not guaranteed tomorrow. So I want to make sure to live my life now, not wait for what's coming. And who knows what the hell's coming? Okay, the best man at my wedding, he's dead now. Okay, one of my best friends, he died years ago, like 10 or 15 years ago. His brother was younger than him. He died too. Nobody's guaranteed tomorrow. So I'm just taking it one day at a time. And no, investing in long term, no. For me, it's 30 days. Moto Mech Renewal. What's your favorite books, YouTube channels for financial literacy? Ooh, for financial literacy. I like Minority Mindset. I like Crypto Casey. I like Dan Bongino. Of course, gotta love Joe Rogan. PBD, Patrick Bet David, like him too. There's a lot of people out there I like this listening to. I like Ben Shapiro. I like what's his name, Tucker Carlson. There's a lot of people I like. Frankenstein. How about Raytheon? Isn't that RTX? Or is it REY? Reynolds. Okay. I don't know what Raytheon's stock symbol is. Okay, Frankenstein. Okay, Raytheon. Yeah, can help me out with that one. YMAX Funds. Highest dividend payout and lowest price. Real big hits. Okay, see, when you say something like that, I'm under the impression that you're relatively new to investing. Okay? Jen, thank you for that. Frankenstein RTX. I was right. RTX. Okay. Raytheon, here we go. The high, right around 128, 129. The bottom, around 80. Nice return. Goes from 80, jumps up to 130, pulls back to 117. Great. What does that mean? Well, how are we reading it? All right, hold on. I'm going to stay right here for a minute. Wow, where are we? Halliburton. Okay. Okay, real big hits. When you ask me the highest dividend payout and lowest price, all right, you're asking for trouble with a sentence like that. Okay? Because you have brand new companies that have no track record whatsoever. They pay out huge dividends to suck you in to buy their stocks. The ultimate word is they suck you in to buy their stocks. What happens? The stock drops and you don't want to sell at a loss, so you're just holding on to a piece of crap. What I'm looking for, real big hits, consistency and increased dividends. Now, a dividend is a portion of the profits the company gives back to the investors. That's us. We buy and we sell the stocks, we become the investors. So if we are getting a dividend, that's a portion of the profits. If the profits consistently increase, that means the company basically knows what they're doing. So I'm looking at companies that have 2 decades. That's 20 years of increased dividends. That gives me stability and predictability and safety. Because I'm 60 years old. I can't start all, well, I could, but I have no desire to start all over again. Go back to work, punching a time clock, working for somebody else. Yeah, no thank you. Okay? I'm looking for consistency of profitability. Okay? YMAX funds. No. I don't like YMAX because YMAG. Okay? Number one, it's monthly, which means I can only do it once a month. Once a month means 12 to 24% per year. No, I prefer 50% to 100% per year. Now, we looked the other day, there's 9,800 different companies that I can invest in at any time. Why would I invest in a company that does not fit what I want? Now, what I want is a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. I cannot get that with YMAG or any of the YMAX funds. So no. Halliburton, why ask why? Wait a second. Let's finish up with, where were we just a second ago? We were just looking at something a second ago. I forget what it was. RTX, Raytheon. Okay, so here's Raytheon. 30 days ago. Now, the reason why I like the 30 days, because the 30 days gives me a good idea of where it's going to be next week. Because I like to jump in on a Monday and I like to get out on a Friday. I have no desire to buy something and hold on to it for a long period of time. Remember, I'm looking for a 1% consistent, predictable 1% per week. So, 30 days ago, we're at 118. We shoot up to 122. Okay, then we drop all the way down to 114. Now we're at 117.75. Well, here's your bottom. 1, 2, we get 2 days to the upside. It is going up. Okay, here's the top. Fall down. Now she's going back up again. Great. So what kind of a trade am I looking for? Well, at 117.99, the closest strike price is going to be the 118. And the 118 is going for 124. So what do we do with that information? Well, let's check it out. You ready? Let's get rid of this. Let's change this right here to a covered call. Now, a covered call, where you buy the stock, you sell the option, you collect your percentage, whatever that is, great. I'm looking for 1%. Now, one of the safest trading strategies there is the covered call. You buy the stock, you sell the option against it, you collect the premium. All right, so 117.99, I'm going to look at the 118s. Well, the 118s, here it is. Now, I just want to do one contract so you have an idea of what one contract was. And if you can afford to do 2, 4, 8, 10, 30, whatever you feel is right. Now, I like to take my account and divide it into 5, 20%, 20%, 20%. Orlando, how you doing? So I like to keep all my trades even. So if each one of my trades is 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%, I have a good idea where I'm going. And if I'm looking for that 1% a week, well, 1% is 1%. It is what it is. All right, buy one covered call, Raytheon 100s. Those are the weeklies. 20 December 24th. Well, that's this coming Friday. Just to let you know, before I forget, this coming Friday, I will be broadcasting from Vegas. Heading up to Vegas. Woohoo! Yay! Okay, for those of you who want to go to Vegas and meet me out there and chat, we're going to sit down, we're going to talk about what we're expecting to do next year and what we actually did this year. Okay, should be fun. 20 December 24, that's this coming Friday, which means the option expires. I'm going to buy the stock. I'm going to own the stock. And then I'm going to sell the rights. So somebody can do whatever they want with it between Monday and Friday at 3:59. Because at 4 o'clock, the options expire. The options actually expire on Saturday, but at 4 o'clock on Friday, there's nothing else you can do. Well, actually, after 3:59, there's nothing else you can do. All right, the 118 call against RTX stock at the market to open. So that's the order that I put on the desk for the market maker to look at first thing in the morning. So what am I looking at? Well, first thing I'm looking at is right here, the break even. Well, the break even on this particular trade is 116.45. But wait a second, isn't the stock currently at 117.99 and in an upward trend? So if it's in an upward trend and it's 117.99, my break even is 116.45. So anything over 116.45 is going to be a profit. Stocks only move in three directions: up, down, or sideways. I hate saying sideways because they go up, they go down. They don't really go sideways, but you know what I mean. Doesn't move at all. The maximum I'm going to profit off of this trade is $154.50. May not sound like a lot, but that's for just one contract. Now remember, you're talking about retirement money. Okay, when you're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars, well, to do one contract, it's only $11,000. Okay, so what does that mean? Let's bring up my calculator. Okay, first thing I want to do is I want to take my profit, 154, divided by what am I paying? Well, I'm paying $11,646. So I'm going to divide it by 11,646. That gives me a rate of return of 1.3% per week. 1.3% per week is going to be somewhere around 73%. Multiplied by 52 weeks, 68.7. All right, so 68% per year. Well, that's not that bad. Think about it. When have you ever gotten 68% per year for 5 or 10 minutes of work? Well, what are you doing? You're looking for a good company. Great. You find a good company. Wonderful. How long does it take you to find a trade when you're looking at just certain companies just before they pay their dividend? Now, all my stocks, hold on a minute. Before we go much further, give me a dime so I can phone my mother. Okay, I take all the stocks that I like and I put them in the calendar. Each one of these little green dots represents an EX dividend date. What is that? Well, the EX dividend date is the last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid. If I want to collect the dividend, great. I got to buy it before the little green dot. But I don't want to collect the dividend. I want to buy the stock before they pay their dividend. Because just before they pay the dividend, the stocks have a tendency to increase in price. If they increase in price, I can jump in, grab my 1% profit, and jump out before they pay their dividend. Because after they pay their dividend, the stocks go down. Get in before they go up, get out before they go down. Sounds logical. Alrighty. Let's do a trade here. That was a trade. Okay. Halliburton. Okay, Halliburton. The high is around 41.5. The bottom's at 27.25. We're currently at 28. We're in a downtrend at this moment in time. Look at the last 30 days. Okay, here's the last 30 days. 30 days ago, we're at 30. Jumped up to 32.50. Dropped down, here's where we are. Have a new 30-day bottom right there, 28.68. Just going to keep our eye on it. I'll write that down. Yep, it's already written down. Already written down. Do you think Target can hit 140 this week? DBZ Super Clips. Target. If you didn't know, Target is a dividend king. Means MCAT, MCAT, MKAT. Well, just to let you know, I've never heard of MCAT. So more than likely it's going to be a no, but I'll take a look at it. I have no problem telling you no twice. It is what it is. Okay. Target. Currently at 135.47. Can it hit 135 this week? Probably not. Take a look. Seriously. Take a look at the numbers. The high, 190. Bottom, 120. Last year, 140. Shoots up, pulls back, goes sideways. Big drop. Look at that big drop. They call that a black swan. I had that last year. Okay, hit the black swan. Yeah, I lost I think 15,000 overnight. Okay, here's a gap down. Okay, when I owned it, it gapped up 16 bucks, and I sold a call against it, and somebody cashed that baby in, and I'm out 15 grand. It was eye-opening. All right, the 14th. Here we go, right? Yeah. Last 30 days. Okay, here's your last 30 days for Target. 30 days ago, we're at 54. Shoots on up to 57. Big, huge drop. Bottom's at 120. Going to the upside. Look what happened on Wednesday. Wednesday was the high. Thursday, she pulled back. Friday, she pulled back. So is this the profit taking? Because look, at 120 to 134, that's a $15 increase. $15 on a $120 stock is around 11 or 12%. So 11 to 12% in 3 weeks, yeah, there's going to be profit taking. Because you have people out there like me, I'm looking to get 1% profit. 1%. That's per day, per week. But this is 12 or 13% in 3 weeks. So it's profit taking. Is it going to hit 140? Probably not. Could it? Yeah, it could. But once the profit taking starts, and once people start taking profits, it kind of snowballs to the other direction and starts to drop until it gets to a certain point where a bottom is and people start buying again. Frankenstein, Lockheed Martin, LMT. No. Now, it's another company that's looking for a new bottom. Look at this, 620. Now it's down to 494. So from 620 to 494, that's a $130 drop, somewhere around that area. So from here to there, 130. Hmm. 12% drop. Big drop. Okay, so Lockheed Martin is looking for a bottom. Thursday could be the bottom. Friday was higher. If Monday's higher, that'd be 2 days to the upside. If it is 495, the 495 to go for 510. That's over 1%. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for 1% on a good company. So the question is, Frankenstein, do you like Lockheed Martin? Next question, do you like Lockheed Martin at 495? Those are two very important questions. Do you like it, and do you like it at that price? DBZ Super Clips. Do you think Target will hit 140? No, I don't. Okay, dude, seriously, ask me a question once. I will answer every single question. Please do not ask the question more than once. I'm seeing this question 4 times. Do I think Target will hit 140 this week? It could, but I don't think so. But that's just my opinion. Don't take anything I say to heart. Do your own research. Do you think it will? Is that a play that you want to do? Gary, how are you tonight? YMAX and YX. Okay, username 3345, whatever. No to YMAX. James, I invest already. How I want to know. Let me read this. Laura, I invest already. How I want to know how I take the money. Well, it really would depend on where you have your money, where you have your account. Because I have several different accounts. When I want to take my money, I just go in and I hit transfer. Transfer however much money to my checking account or to my debit card or whatever. Now, I do have a credit card and a debit card attached to my trading account, so I can use my debit card or my credit card on the funds that aren't invested. Okay. Terry, he wants to take a look at Heinz ketchup, KHC. Interesting. This down here, look at this. This is where the action is right here. This is last week and the week before. But the high of the year, 39. The bottom of the year, somewhere around 25, 28. Okay, a year ago. Let's take a look at that. But before we do, 31.75, the closest strike price is going to be the 32. The 32 is paying 20 cents. It's just going to be a waste of our time to take a look at it, because I'm not going to jump into something if it's not going to pay me 1%. Now, don't get me wrong, Terry. I do like Kraft Heinz. I do. They are a dividend king. They've been in business for over 100 years. They have consistently increased their dividends for more than 5 decades, but the numbers just don't work. There are too many other good companies that will give me 1% or more. Why would I want to do a company that doesn't give me 1%? James David, how are you doing today? Emish, what do I think about AVGO? Overpriced? I don't know. AVGO. Hell yeah. Okay. Thursday it's at 180. Friday, 224. That's a $44 increase in one day. They're definitely going to be profit taking come Monday. Yield max are option income stocks. Yes, I am aware of that. Yield max does not fit what I want to do. The reason why they do not fit what I want to do, because they are just like me. They make a nice fat income on a weekly or monthly basis, and they give out the clients crap. They do. Okay? Let's take a look at YMAX. I'm going to go to Yahoo Finance, because Yahoo Finance gives me more detail. YMAX. Okay? YMAX. Uh-oh. Let's try it one more time. YMAX. YMAX. Okay? YMAX, $18.18. It has no dividend. It has no yield. So I have no idea whether or not buying it is actually going to make me any money. So why would I do it? But wait, it does get worse. Okay? Expense ratio, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't give me anything whatsoever to go by. Okay? It doesn't pay dividends. So how am I supposed to know? Oh, wait a minute, there's a dividend right there. Okay. That can't be right. It is right. Okay. YMAX. You want to know? Here you go. YMAX. Very first dividend they paid, February 15th, 2024. So this company's not even 1 year old yet. Why would I invest in a company that's not even 1 year old? Okay? Not even 1 year old. Why would I invest in it? I like companies with 2 decades, 20 years of increased profits. This company's not even 1 year old yet. And look at the, wait a second, look at the dividends. Now the dividend is a portion of the profits. So you'd think if the profits keep increasing, the dividends will keep increasing, correct? Because that's logic. If your company's continuously profitable, the dividends will continuously increase, right? So if you go from 53 to 57 to 63 to 73 to 73 to 65, wait a second, that's backwards. 59, backwards again. 23, backwards again. 22, backwards again. 21, backwards again. 20, backwards again. 18, backwards again. 12, 15, hell no. They keep decreasing the dividend, which means they keep getting less and less profitable. So why the hell would you put your money into YMAX? Think about it. It just doesn't make sense. YMAX is for those people who don't want to do it themselves and don't really care about their money, which is perfectly fine. There is an ass for every saddle. There is. Let's go backwards. Where were we? So YMAX is a no. AVGO, no. Oh, I missed all these questions. Now, I do try to get to every single question. Okay, username 334593948858. We're going to call you Timmy. Okay, Timmy, YMAG, YMAX, no. I just went through YMAX. They're not even a year old. And they they go up and they go down, and then they've been decreasing the dividend for the past couple of months. No. Why the hell would you put your money in a company that decreases their profits? No. What stocks will be watching for Monday? Oh my goodness. You see that? These are all stocks I'm watching on Monday. Nike, Starbucks, Procter & Gamble, Mondelez, Riot, Caterpillar, U.S. Steel, Oracle, ExxonMobil, AIG, companies like that. RTX, we already looked at Raytheon. YMAX, no. Laura, absolutely. Because if it don't fit, don't buy it. It is actually that simple. There's 9,800 different companies. Why are you so hell-bent on YMAG or YMAX? The numbers just don't, for this strategy. This strategy, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. You don't like that? Fine, you're in the wrong place, dude. Seriously. What stocks okay, we already did that. RTX. Hey, 86 is in the house. Joe. Oh, thank you for teaching me. Appreciate it. You're welcome, Laura. I appreciate the interaction. Gives me someone to talk to. Most of these people in the audience, they don't say anything. They don't say anything. Well, how can I know what to look at? All right. TCPC. Joe, TCPC. I never heard of it. Usually, if it's something I've never heard of, usually going to be no. Reason why it's a no, do you see this? December, January, February, May, those are months. Monthly options just don't work. How can you get weekly cash flow from a monthly optionable stocks? Monthly, 12 times a year. Weekly, 52 times a year. Give us the scoop on YMAX. I already did. It's a hell no. SAR. What the heck is SAR? Never, ever, ever good when I say, what the hell is that? Oh, SAR. No. ET, Energy Transfer. Luis, no. Okay. Energy Transfer. Look at the premiums. At the money, awesome. Out of the money, forget it. Not even worth it. Stocks go up, they go down. When they go down, if you're not getting any return, why bother? Don't get me wrong, Energy Transfer is a good company. But if they're not paying, then why? Why invest in a company that's not paying? How many Macy's you got? Oh my God, that's a good question. How many Macy's do I have? $2,000. 2,000 Macy's. I don't even know what that means. Why do you need to know how many Macy's do I have? All right, let's keep on going. Exactly. How many Macy's you got? I already did that. Why actually? Okay, no. It's a weekly. Yeah, I'm aware it's a weekly, but the numbers just don't work. Now, see, just because, okay, use your 3, 3, 4, 5, 9 feet, blah, blah, blah. Okay, just because YMAX and YMAG is a weekly optionable stock, the numbers don't work. If the numbers don't work, then why am I doing it? Simple. Neochromium Rex. REX. I'm not 100% who the short Rex is. Oh, that's right. Rex is a no. Rex is a monthly optionable stock. No. Weekly options only. 86. Hey, 86. You going to come to Vegas? Frankenstein, never. Abbott Labs. DH wants to take a look at Abbott Labs. Bummer. Looks like Abbott Labs is looking for a new bottom. Okay. 30-day high was at 122. Drops down 112. Searching for a bottom. But I like Abbott Labs. Abbott Labs is a good company. So I am going to be watching Abbott Labs this week. When she finds the bottom, what kind of numbers can we expect? The 114s, 88, no. Just because I like the company, just because it's the right time to buy, the numbers got to work too. The numbers, do they work? What am I buying it for? What am I selling? Am I collecting 1% or not? If I'm not collecting 1%, no thank you. It's actually simple. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. Why would I do anything else if this works? Okay, I grew up in the 70s, 80s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. If it don't work, don't fix it. If it's working fine, don't mess with it. Christopher, how much money do you trade with? Plenty. Wait a minute, CELH. Isn't that Celsius? CELH. Yeah, Celsius. They're not 20 years old. Okay, BRK. Yeah, that's Berkshire Hathaway. No dividends, no thank you. T-Dog. What's up, brother? Okay, Celsius, they're not old. They don't have 20 years worth of dividends, but look at where the chart is. Look at this. Okay, drops, shoots up. Can it keep going up? Probably not. At one point in time, look at the last 30 days. What do you think? Last 30 days. 30 days ago, we're at 25. Now we're at 31. The top was 32.50. Well, from 25 to 32.50, that's $7. That's $7. That's 30. That's a little under 30%. 30% increase. You think there's going to be no profit taking? Okay. Friday, she opened up a little bit higher than the close on Thursday, but then she pulled back a little bit. But she did make a 30-day high on Friday. But that doesn't mean anything. Just because it's a 30-day high, it's still almost 30% increase. From that 30% increase, there's going to be profit taking. Christopher, how much money on average do you personally trade? It's over a couple $100,000 a week. Oh, I'm not quite sure, Christopher, why you need to know that. Jim Bibby, how are you today? The Manager, SFHG. Caterpillar. Well, Laura, let's take a look at Caterpillar. Ah, bummer, kiddo. Take a look at that. Caterpillar is 2.5 weeks to the downside, looking for a new bottom. So Caterpillar is on our list for stocks to keep our eye on next week, because as soon as she finds the bottom, she's going to turn around and go back up. What does it usually give? Well, 380, the 380 is going for 490. 490 is well over 1%. And I like Caterpillar. See, there's a few questions you really got to ask yourself. And the most important question you can ever ask, does it make sense? That's it. That's the most, in my humble opinion, does it make sense? That's the number one question. Number two, do I like Caterpillar? Number three, do I like Caterpillar at this current price? What direction is it going? Well, at this moment in time, she's going down. Okay, she was at 412, now she's at 380. That is a $32 drop. $32 drop from the high. From there, she turns on, goes back up. Usually. Frankenstein! Shoo, buddy, 464 is rich. I have no idea what that means. Okay, the manager, SFHG. SFHG. No options. No thank you. Sorry, manager. Okay, I only like stocks that have options because I want to be able to do safe trades. Okay, I'm 60 years old, I'm retired, I really have no desire whatsoever to go back into the workforce. None. I have a lot of ideas, I can create my own business. I actually have a business, actually two of them I'm thinking of starting because, well, after I get all the after I get all my personal estates in order, yeah, then maybe I'll think about starting another company. All right, Terry, Pasha. Pasha, how are you today? I'm new to stock investing. Are we talking about 1% ROI? Okay, Pasha. Where did he go? Where did he go? I hit the wrong button. All right. Pasha, number one, welcome. Shalom. Number two, we're talking about 1% rate of return per week. Let me give you an example. Now, I have 6 accounts. I share 3 of them with you guys. Okay? Okay, here's the 3 accounts that I share with you guys. Account 1, account 2, account 3. I actually show you every one of my trades. Okay, here's all my trades. Kohl's, Albemarle, Win, Ford, Riot, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'm looking to gain a certain percentage every single week. This one right here, 1.77% for the week. So if this account here has $168,000, 1% of $168,000 is $1,700 for 1 week. That's 1% per week. This account here, 190, right around $2,000 a week is right around 1%. This one here, 131, what's that, $1,300 a week? That's 1% average per week. That's over 50% per year. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Okay, Miglani. Nice to see you again, Miglani. NU. Why couldn't you pick M? There's a difference between M and N. Okay, N, M. Okay, MU. Yeah, I liked NU. No. NU. New Holdings. New Holdings does not have any dividends. Okay. 30 days ago, here's your high, 16. Okay, 11.50. It drops $5. $5 on a $16 stock is just a little bit less than a 30%. It's a 30% drop. And what is that? 30 days? That's like 1% drop a day. 30% drop. Here's your bottom here. 2 weeks to the upside. Well, let's continue going up if you like that company. Me, I don't, because they don't have dividends. No dividends, no thank you. Sponge Toffee. Here's a freebie. VBR. I never heard of VBR. Okay, now Sponge Toffee, I don't do monthly optionable stocks. Because you may think it's good for you, but it's not good for me. Because at 216, the 215s are going for 0. Why the hell would I trade that? Okay, in January, the 215s are going for 115 per share. That's a 0.5%. A 0.5% for 5 weeks? I'm going to say hell no. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what kind of trading you do. Also, look at where it is. It's in a 3-week downturn. What makes you think that's a freebie, in your words? Here's a freebie. Okay, the only free thing about that is out of the 9,800 different stocks available, this is one on the no column. That's the only thing I can see. All right, 86. Pasha, his strategy covered calls, dividend stocks, 1% per week. Thank you. Nokia, BlackBerry. Didn't BlackBerry go away? Nokia is NOK. I haven't traded Nokia in over a decade. Okay, a year ago, Nokia is at $3.31. Bottoms out at $3.20. The high was a couple of weeks ago. Okay, last 30 days. Okay, here's your last 30 days on Nokia. 30 days ago was a 30-day high. Okay, 2 days later is your 30-day bottom, jumps up, goes sideways, shoots back up, making another 30-day high, or a new 30-day high on Thursday. Friday was up even also. So I don't buy at the high of the year or the high of the 30-day period. Okay, so what is that? Legendary ice cream cone, cool beans. How do you know I like ice cream? All right. So Nokia, 450. Okay, you can get your 1% there. You get your 1% there. If you like Nokia. Well, like I said, I haven't traded Nokia in about a decade. But wait, it gets worse. BlackBerry, yeah, aren't they dying? Toll Brothers, Enos, Toll Brothers. T-O-L. Dude, look at that. Another 3-week drop. This is going to be fun. I want to take a look at this one. 135 to 135's $2. Cool beans. Now, I want to look at the Toll Brothers because as soon as that thing turns, T-O-L. But unfortunately, right now, it's going to be a no because look, it's going down. It's like never try to grab a falling knife. Okay, if it's falling, fine. Let it hit the floor, bounce up, turn around, go back up. So we're looking for the floor here. Look at gap down, gap down. Gaps have a tendency to fill. So we know it's going to hit this one and it's going to hit this one eventually. So we just look at it every day. Neochromium. Can you show that one more time up close? Okay, neochromium. I'm not quite sure if you heard me when I say this screen here, this screen, you cannot see these small numbers on a phone or an iPad. You can't. They're just too small. Do I know how to make them bigger? Nope, I don't. But this screen here is live on YouTube. So you can actually go to YouTube right now and you'll see, well, you'll see 2 lives. There's 2 lives. Okay, me standing in front of the screen, you know, point and whatnot, and then just the screen itself. Okay, so if you can't see the numbers, just go onto either your computer, pull it up live on YouTube, or go to your TV and do that. Eddie, Palantir has no dividends. That's going to be a no. It's just going to be a waste of our time to do that. Can you show your next week's list one more time up close, please? There you go. Next week list. Nike, Starbucks, Procter & Gamble, Mendelez, Caterpillar, Riot, U.S. Steel, Oracle, ExxonMobil, AIG, Intel. That's not even half of them. There's a bunch more after that. Alex, VGT, we already took a look at that. La 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 la. Oh, user 78758173. Why can't you just have a normal name like Hal or Peter or Henry? Okay? What were your parents thinking when they named you that? How long do you typically hold on to these stocks? 5 days. That's it. In a Monday, out on Friday. I have no desire whatsoever to hold on to anything. Okay? Stocks, they do not come to my house and take the dog out for a walk. They do not dump the trash. They do not wash the dishes. They don't make the bed. They don't mow the lawn. They go up, they go down. So why the hell do I want to hold on to them? Okay? When they're bouncing off of a bottom, going to the upside, I get my little 1% every single week. I say, thank you very much. I'll see you the next time when you're ripe for picking. It's actually that easy. It's really not that difficult. You hit a bottom, 2 days the upside, then I jump in. Okay? We're looking for the bottom. As soon as we find the bottom, she turns around 2 days the upside, then I will jump in. Okay? Every week, I write down a list of stocks that are potential for hitting the bottom, turning around, go back up. And then every week, I will take a look at them. And as they turn around, go back up, that's when I'll jump in. Either that, or I buy them just before the dividend date. NAK. Comedy. NAK. The Knack. Ooh, didn't they sing My Sharona? Anyway, the Knack. No. Monthly. No, thank you. 50 cents? Come on. Seriously? There's no possible way this company can have 2 decades of increased dividends. All right, Alex, VGT. Didn't we already do that one, VGT? Yeah, no. I don't do monthly options. I don't. The numbers just don't work. Okay? Why would I buy a stock? Right now, it's at 640. Well, the 640 is going for $4. Well, $4 on a $600 stock is not 1%. No. It's actually that simple. If it's not 1%, no. If it doesn't have weekly options, it's a no. If it doesn't have dividends, that's a no. There's 9,800 different companies to look at. So why would I look at one that doesn't fit? Okay? When I go shopping for anything, I know exactly what I'm looking for. So why would I look at something that's not there? Okay. Michelle, Misty. Misty has no dividends. Misty is a no. What am I showing? J-Lo, how are you doing today? J-Lo, I am showing a trading strategy that I created for my 9-year-old daughter. When she was 9, she said, Daddy, can you please teach me what you're doing? Okay, so when teaching a 9-year-old daughter, it had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. Okay, 9 years old. Not a Mensa student, just an average, everyday little girl. She wanted to learn to do what her dad was doing, spend some time. That was great. It was fun. It was wonderful. So here's the rules. Rule number 1, never buy something you don't understand. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Rule number 3, make sure the company's consistently profitable. Rule number 4, you listening? Rule number 4, weekly options only. Monthlies, no. Rule number 5, make sure the numbers work. What are the numbers? Great. What am I buying it for? Current price. What am I selling for? Strike price. What am I collecting? Premium. If I'm not collecting a 1% on the premium, then it's a no. If it's a yes, then I go over to the chart. Is it at the high? Is it at the low? Well, this one at the moment is at the high. I don't buy at the high. Because when you're at the high, you're standing on a ladder waiting for someone to bring you a taller ladder. It makes no sense. Okay? High, you should be selling and collecting your profit, saying, thank you. Okay, yeah, but no, I don't buy at the high. Jacob, how did you get into dividend stocks and when? 20 years ago. I was in manufacturing. I was manufacturing products, making more money than I knew what to do with. I know it's a hard thing to figure out. But after a while, it gets tiring spending money. What am I going to do? So I started investing. Bought houses, bought cars, bought art, bought coin, bought stamps, all that kind of stuff. The stock market, simple, easy, predictable, no inventory, no employees. I can trade from anywhere in the world. There was 5 of them. I forget what the other 3 were. No overhead or low overhead. Nobody to boss me around. 86, I wish I could. 86, I'm pretty sure they have flights going out of almost every airport going into Vegas. On the 20th, I'm pretty sure there's going to be plenty of space. Come on down. Johnny, tell him what he's won. All right, anyway, let's keep on going. Looking at Nike on Monday, well, let me think. NKE. Nike for Monday. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Nike for Monday. Let's take a gander at it. You ready? B-Rad Daddy. You ready? B-Rad Daddy. Okay. The high a year ago, 124. The low, right around 70. Bounces up, pulls back. Now we're at 77.20. Okay, 77.20. The 77s are going for 320. That's over 3%. The 77.50s, $3. Again, over 3%. Laura, Nike, yes. Laura, I did not say that. Okay, I'm just showing you the numbers. I'm giving you my opinion. It is not a recommendation. Okay, I don't give recommendations. I don't give advice. I read numbers and I give my opinion. I sing, I dance badly, but I still do it anyway. You don't need to apologize. If you like Nike, fine. Check out the numbers. Does it make sense to you? Okay, number one question, always, 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 does it make sense? Number two is, do I like this stock at this price? So we're looking at Nike at this moment in time, 77.20. The closest strike price to 77.20 is going to be 77. 77 is going for 320. Okay, you take the 20 cents off there, because if I buy it at 77.20 and I sell it at 77, I'm losing that 20 cents. That 20 cents has to come out of the equation somewhere. So we take it out of the profit. So now I'm walking away with $3. Let's do, but before we do, let's take the chart and take a look if the chart is telling us it's the right time. Because just because the numbers are at 3%, which I love 3%, I do, okay, is it the right time? All right, so the high a year ago, 123.15. She drops in August to 70.62. Bounces back up to a little over 90. That was back in September. The last 30 days, and the reason why I like the last 30 days, it gives me a good idea of where she's going next. Okay, 30 days ago, we're at 76. Bottomed out a little bit below 73. Shoots up, goes sideways for a bit. Here's our high right there at 81. Pulls back, up, down. I don't know. I would like to see what happens on Monday. But I got one more trick up my sleeve. You ready? What does it usually do this time of year? Okay. So Nike, yeah. No. Normally this time of year she flattens out down a little bit. See that? This chart here is called the seasonality chart. Let's open it really big, give you a good idea what we're looking at. Okay, all the way to the left is January 1st. All the way to the right, December 31st. The blue line is the movement of this year. The red line, 10-year average movement. Look at the last quarter, from October to the end of the year. Okay, October to the end of the year. A nice, lovely upward trend. Look at the last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks. Wow. Okay, we're here right now. Okay, this little blue dot, that's where we are right now. Okay, down a tiny bit, up a little bit, sideways. So not that bad for seasonality. What does it normally do? Well, normally just goes sideways for the rest of the year. All right, so it's definitely going to be, do I like it, do I not like it? I like Nike. Okay, do I mind jumping in at 77? Coach Chief, first off, thank you for sharing your knowledge. Woohoo! Your formula is simple and effective. Thank you. Well, see, Coach, the reason why it's simple is because I created it for my 9-year-old daughter. Now, I've been trading for 20 years. The first 5 years, it wasn't all that glamorous. I made a bunch, I lost a bunch. Okay, learning process. Okay, but ever since my daughter asked me to take a look at that, figure it out, well, 1% per week is 50% per year. So yeah, I've been averaging close to 50% per year for the last 15 years. Now, last year was my worst year. Okay, I made 40% last year. Okay, it is what it is. You can do 4. Dude, I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Foot Locker it is. Let's take a look. So Nike is on my list of possibilities for Monday, depending on where she opens up in the morning. Right now, I'm going to take a look at Foot Locker. Foot Locker. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, 21.90. We're looking at the 22s. The 22s, 44 cents. That's over 2%. Why is everything lately 2%? Okay, before we get all excited about 2%, now I know 2% doesn't sound like a lot, but a simple trade for 2%, that's over 100%. That means you could double your money every year at 2% a week. All right. This is where I want to see. I want to see the last couple of weeks, but let's take a look at the whole year. Okay, here's the high, here's the low. Okay, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going to the upside. Great. I love going to the upside. Hold on. What was that question? Isn't that good? Yvette, yeah, it is good. Let's zoom on in. Last 90 days. Look at that predictable. It's a predictable move. I love looking at predictability. Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Well, where's it going next? It's going up next. It only makes sense. It does what it's supposed to do until it doesn't. Well, let's take a look. Last 30 days. Okay, here's the last 30 days. Same thing. Down, up, down. Look at this gap here. That gap is going to fill. That gap should get you excited because gaps have a tendency to fill. And if we're here going to the upside, okay, that should fill it nicely. Let's take a look at the seasonality. What does this thing normally do this time of year? Oh, take a look at that. She goes up, then she comes down. We're right at the point where it comes down. Now she's going to go and almost level off into the upside. Well, I'm writing Foot Locker down. Now, listen closely. I'm not recommending this to anyone. I'm just saying I'm writing it down for myself for Monday. I always ask people, do your own research. Number one question you should always ask is, does it make sense? Question number 2 is, do I like this stock? Question number 3 is, do I like it at 21.80? Well, Foot Locker at 21.80, well, that sounds good to me. Well, let's go here. All right, back to we start, and there we go. Next on the list, I take my risk. I like it. Okay, Laura, I like that idea. Yvette, okay, Foot Locker, is it? Foot Locker it is. It's not a suggestion. It's not a recommendation. I'm just saying that I like it. I'm going to look at it first thing Monday morning. If she opens up higher Monday, I'm jumping in. That's me. Okay? You guys have to figure out what is right for you. That's all. Okay. Mickey, I love this question. Mickey, ILMTWMA. I have no idea what all that means. But I like the question. What are my credentials? Here's my credentials. I know how to read, I know how to write, and I know arithmetic. I know that 52 is better than 12. I know that this is the high. I know that this is the bottom. I know that this is going down, that's going up, this is called a gap, this is going sideways. There's my credentials right there. I know how to read a chart. I know how to add, I know how to subtract. What else more do you need? Okay, comedy. What should I sell a dividend earning stock? I have no idea what that means. Bo, can you say more about your meeting in Vegas next week? Flying in first thing in the morning. I got 2 meetings set up with private investors. And then I have an anyone can show up type of meeting. We'll talk about what we're doing next year. We might even talk about the hedge fund that I'm thinking about creating next year. Because a lot of people don't want to deal with the, oh, wait a second, Johnny, they need to have weekly options to fit the strategy. You're absolutely right. Okay. So a little bit more. We might be talking about the hedge fund, and I am looking for, I believe, 8 or 10 more board members. I'm going to have 13 board members altogether. Okay, and I only want serious people that are serious. It's the same mentality, safe, simple investment, all the kind of nice stuff. Orlando, Foot Locker pays no dividends. No dividends, no thank you, right? Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Okay, so that's a question that you have to ask for yourself. You're absolutely right. No dividends, no thank you. Thank you for that. Every once in a while, one slips by me. Where are we? Just stick with the aristocrats. Well, here's the thing. Dividend contenders aren't quite aristocrats yet. A dividend contender has 10 years to 24 years of increased dividends. So once they get over 20 years, then that's when I look at them. So I do look at some of the dividend contenders. Not all of them. 10 years? Yeah, no thank you. But I might squeeze in an 18 or a 17. But definitely 20 years. Biggerfoot, are we in a downtrend? Well, some stocks are making highs and some stocks are making lows. They go up, they go down. That's all they do. Let's keep on keeping on. Oh, we're almost at 11 o'clock. Holy cow, where's the day going? BD, Hawk. Really? H-A-W-K. Well, let's try it again. H-A-W-K. Now, here's the thing. I've never heard of it. No options, no thank you. Gurdy Nap. S-C-H-D. I need somebody to pick on today. Oh, wait a minute. SMCI. SMCI. Okay, so SMCI, super micro devices. Oh, super micro computer. SMCI. Let's check out how many dividends SMCI pays. Oh. Next week for stock market should be good historically. Well, we'll see. Now, Gurdeep Nat. SMCI has no dividends. So no, because I really can't tell whether or not it's going to be good or not. So why would I be doing it? Okay, so no to SMCI. Okay. Lil Junior, AT&T, ABR, Arbor Realty, ABR. Arbor Realty, it's a REIT. Interesting. Well, let's take a gander at this one. Okay. The high of the year, the bottom of the year. Look at the movement. Down, up, down, up, down. Now she's bouncing off of that. 1448, the 1450s are going for 15 cents a share. It's only 1%, but let's take a look. The high last December, 1635. Look at this, a triple bottom. Look at this, a triple bottom. Well, quadruple bottom. Okay? 1 or 2 times in February, 2 times in April, and again in July in 1196. Well, that's your support right there. 1196, $12 somewhere in that area. Last 90 days, look at that. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Look at, oh, bouncing off this right here. That looks nice. Let's look at the last 30 days. Last 30 days. Doesn't that look lovely? 30 days ago, we're at 1450. Shoot up to 15. Drop down to 14. Now we're at 1445. Going to the upside. All right, that works. What does it normally do, though, this time of year? Looks like she might drop for this week, then shoot up the last 2 weeks. That's what it looks like. So come Monday, we'll see what it does. ABR. ABR. I make that look like an R, not a K. Can't even read my own writing. That's terrible. Junior wants to take a look at T, AT&T. Okay, AT&T is going to be a no. It's at the high of the year. I don't buy at the high of the year. It just doesn't make any sense. Okay, Bo, can you say more about your meeting in Vegas next week? I think we already covered that one. ENB, Enbridge, ENB. Monthly, no. I don't like monthly optionable stock. The numbers just don't work. Okay, at 41, at 41.91, we'd be looking at the 42s. The 42s are going for 65 cents. That's 1.5%, and I got to hold it for 5 weeks. Okay, great. Here's 4 weeks. Now tell me where it's going to be in the next 4 weeks. Look at it. Up, down, up, down, up, down, down. Where's it going to be in 4 weeks? Why would I do a stock that just doesn't fit? Doctor invites you to co-host. Thank you, Doctor. All righty. Hey, look at that. Hold on a second. I got a, right there, dividend stock talk followed by live creator. Dividend stock talk. That's amazing. I'm sitting here looking in the comments and I'm actually following myself. I got to admit, the guy's got balls, pretending to be me and actually showing up my own live show, pretending to be me. That's cool. You got some set of balls there. You really do. It's like imposter showing up at the party held by, yeah, the person, he's imposter. Yeah. Andy, how are you doing? King Chef, how are you today? Oh, so while I'm talking about it, okay, and while a scammer is here in the audience right now, pretending to be me, there is, at this moment, 29 people pretending to be me. So if you get a message, an email, a text, or some kind of communication from someone saying that they're me, yeah, it's not. Okay? I tell people, if you really want to talk to me, send me your phone number and I will give you a call. You are hearing me right now live speaking. It is, what time is it? 10:56 p.m. 12/14/2024. Okay, that's the time, that's the date right here, right now. You're hearing my voice. You really want to talk to me? Send me a phone number. Don't pay attention to text. Don't pay attention to DMs. If you really want to talk to me, call. I'll call you. Okay, Enbridge, no. All right, Calvin, do you watch when profits get posted? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. You mean, do I follow the, what do you call that? Earnings reports? Not really. Foot Locker has weekly options. Yes, I know, but they don't have dividends. From what I'm told, I haven't really checked. Let's check. Hold on a second. FL, Foot Locker. There are no dividends at this time for Foot Locker. Sorry. That's one of those do it at your own peril type scenario. M-World, CTNT. Not quite sure. CTNT, never heard of it. Cheetah. No options, no thank you. Bo, so impressed with you being online every night in 2024. Been with you since March. And I do it. Oh, you, Bo. Awesome, dude. Bo, you really should join our morning trading group because some of the people there get more than 1% a week. All right. Rev True Love Base, BASE. Never heard of it. Oh, that's why. It's a monthly. I don't do monthlies. I don't know why. You know, I think for Christmas, I'm going to ask Santa Claus for a sign that goes right up here. No dividends, no thank you. No weekly options, no thank you. QSI, we looked at it earlier today. That was a no. Neochromium. I've gotten that message. Have you really? Now, I've actually talked to a few people, okay? After they get scammed out of money, they've actually sent me their phone number, and I called them, and they told me they got scammed. I said, dude, oh, no. Miglani, don't put your phone number here. Okay, I'll write it down, and I'll give you a buzz in a few minutes, all right? 720. 2695. All right. I didn't mean put your number here. I meant send me a DM with your number. You must be on the East Coast. Yes, I am. I like the East Coast. I've actually was out to the West Coast once. And, you know, doesn't thrill me. Misty, okay, Roger, Misty, no dividends, no thank you. Is there a calendar that lists the dividends, or do you need to look at each individual stock? Gerald Cronin 45, how are you today? Roger, Misty has monthly dividends. Yeah, I get that, but they don't have, wait a minute. Does Misty have dividends? MSTY. Yeah, it's monthly. Okay, monthly options are no. Okay, monthly options I can do once per month. That's 12 times a year. Now, if I average 1 to 2% each option trade, well, that's only 12 to 24%. Weekly, 52, 1 to 2% is between 50% and 100%. So Misty, I don't do because the numbers just don't work. All right, Roger? All right, Gerard Cronin. I didn't ignore your question. Just give me a second. Okay. Each individual stock calendar that lists the dividends. Well, see, Gerard, hold a second. Let's get rid of this. Gerard, this EX dividend calendar, okay, is part of the trading platform that I use. My preference is Thinkorswim. All right, now I've been using Thinkorswim for about 20 years. You think that's funny, Yvette? Okay. So I've been using it for 20 years because it has everything that I want. Now, this trading platform was created by a professional trader, Tom Sosnos. He owns Tasty Trades. Cool shit. But if you really got to be into it to follow him along. And, you know, he trades all day long. No. I have no desire to trade all day long. I just assume watch the grass grow. Do my 10 to 15 minutes, do my, you know, that's it. 10 to 15 minutes, in, out. Thank you very much. I'll watch the grass grow. Thank you. What was I saying? Oh, so you could go to Google and put into the search EX dividend calendar, and there's some of them that show you all the stocks day by day. This day, all these stocks. This day, all these stocks. Different calendars have different options or different opportunities. Okay, I like this one because it shows me everything for the month. Okay, if I wanted to do it weekly, there's everything for the week. So everything this week, that's all I'm looking at. Nothing other than those. So, and I can go by the day, you know. These are the only stocks this day. But I like monthly, or I can just rattle off a list. Okay? That's all the stocks, all the days in which they're trading their dividends. Say, look, here's the month of December. Okay? General Mills, HIG. Oh, no, let me get a different list. That's Mikey's list. There you go. There's this list right here. Okay. Nordstrom's, Key, Halliburton, Bank of America, General Motors, Kimberly-Clark, Pepsi, Waste Management, UNP, Occidental Petroleum, VFC, MPW, Albemarle, Devon Energy, blah, 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 blah. I can do it weekly. I can do it monthly. But I like looking at it by the month. Okay, what stocks are coming up this week? What's next week? What's the week before? Blah, blah, blah. That kind of stuff. Okay? What's my thoughts on General Motors? Okay, trailer. What's my thoughts on GM? I like General Motors. They've been in business for over 100 years. Here's the high, here's the low, here's the direction, up, pull backs, bouncing off of that, 52.66, the 53s, 91 cents. That's close to, that's a little bit less than 2%. Okay? Neochromium, you want to join my morning trading group? Okay, up here on the left-hand side, where my little picture is right there, where it says Dividend Stock Talk, you click on that, that will bring you to my website. The website looks a little bit like this. Okay. The10minutetrader.com. Remember, every time you hear a video from me, hey, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader. Now, if you do some research, the 10-Minute Trader by me has been in business for over 20 years. Okay? Simple, safe, predictable, 1% per week, blah, blah, blah. Okay, if you're looking to strike it rich overnight, this ain't it. My main focus is safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. That's over 50% per year. Okay, investing your own money shouldn't be difficult. Stop making it more complicated than it needs to be, and I have to fix this. I have to fix that link. It doesn't go anywhere at the moment, so I got to fix that one. Yeah, so live trading, join the morning trading group. Dividend Stock Talk, right there on Patreon. Let's get out of there. All right, let's get back to what we're doing. Oh, General Motors. The bottom of the year, 34.56. The top of the year, look at the last 90 days. Look at that movement. Up, down, here's your bottom. 2 days to the upside, right there. Let's take a closer look at that. Last 30 days, right there. Okay, here's your last 30 days. 30 days ago, at 57. High 61.5. Bottom right here. 2 days to the upside, right there. What does that look like? 52.66 to 53s, 91. That's well over. That's close to 2%. If you like General Motors. Okay, Roger, this is like the 4th time you asked me about Misty. Okay, MSTY. Whoops, try it again. MSTY. Try it one more time. MSTY. That's probably a signal right there. Okay, number 1. Okay, Roger, are you paying attention to this? Okay, seriously, are you paying attention? Misty has monthly options. There's a difference between options and dividends. Options, dividends. Monthly dividends, great, wonderful, love them. Monthly options, don't. No. Monthly options, no thank you. Now, you've asked me 4 times. I've said no 4 times. Now, I'm not quite sure. Ooh, what part of no don't you understand? To make it plain and simple, I can't stand this stock again. All right, anyway. Riot. Let's take a look at Riot. R-I-O-T. Riot. Dun, 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 dun. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. down, up, 13. The 13s are going for $1.06. Now, Riot does not have dividends, but it is on the list because I do respect some people, traders, and this is one of them that they trade. Mara is also the other one. We already looked at Mara tonight. So I want to join the main troop. Yep, I got it. I already said that one. ALXO, M World. What the heck is ALXO? Alexo? Oncology? No. Roger, I was looking at the dividends. Yeah, I get that. I understand. But I don't do monthly options. Got it. Cool. My WBA and Macy's got called away this week. $8.90 cost basis on, yeah, okay. Good for you. I think my WBA got called away today. I mean, this week also. Can you repeat your next week in your list, please? Miglani, how are you today? Can I repeat it? Nike, Starbucks, Procter & Gamble, Mendelez, Caterpillar, Riot, Exxon Mobil, oh, wait. X is U.S. Steel, Oracle, Exxon Mobil, AIG, Intel, Ford, Pepsi, Abbott Labs, Halliburton, Nucor, Siri. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Oh, Devin, I don't do precious metals or Forex. Sorry. Billy. So, real quick, can you 1 minute rapid fire explain what you do, for example, this Monday? Oh, cool. You ready? Hold on. Hold on. Just hold on a minute before we go much further. Okay, right here. Calendar. Every single stock that I like, I put into the calendar. Reason being, every single stock has a dividend date. Just before the dividend date, the stock has a tendency to go up. So if you know when the dividend stock is moving up in value, you jump in 2 weeks before the dividend, grab what is called a covered call on that stock if and only if the numbers work and the chart is in the right time. So I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That being said, if I buy a stock at $100 on a Monday morning, I sell it a covered call on a Monday morning for $100. I collect a $1 premium. That $1 premium is 1%. 1% per week is over 50% per year. That was less than 1 minute. Hopefully that worked for you. The dividend is 13% per Moya. Monia? Tom. On Misty. Oh, Tom likes Misty. Oh, wait a minute. That's it? Don't. Okay, this would be the 4th time I pulled up Misty. M-S-T-Y. All right, Tom, are you ready for this? Tom, you're new here, so I'm going to cut you a little bit of slack, okay? Okay, Misty, M-S-T-Y. Okay, the high was 47, the low right around 27. It is in an upward trend. Great, wonderful, fine, dandy, great, awesome, whatever kind of acronym you want to use. However, it is a monthly optionable stock. Monthly optionable stock means I can do a monthly option once per month. That is only 12 times per year. Now, let's take a look. At this moment in time, it's at $37.80. The closest strike price to $37.80 is going to be the 38. The 38 is selling for $1.40. Okay? Now, 34 days is 5 weeks. Okay? 5 weeks. So I'm going to gain $1.40 per share to carry this thing for 5 weeks. All right, so let's do the math on this one. Covered call. The 38. Okay, 1 contract. Okay, at the market. Okay, I'm going to collect $204 per contract. And it's going to cost me 35, 34, 35.95. Okay, so clear $204 divided by 3,596 gives me a grand total of 5.6%. Now I'm going to divide it by 5 weeks because I got to carry it for 5 weeks, and that comes to 1.1%. Great, awesome. It sounds wonderful, right? 1% a week. Now, here's the issue that I have. Here's the issue that I have, Tom. This is 30 days. Wait a minute, I need to go to, that's 1 month. I got to go a little bit further. Okay, so I'm going 35 days because I'm doing 5 weeks. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 weeks. Okay, so, Tom, here's 5 weeks. Okay, it goes up, up, pulls back, up, pulls back, up, pull back, up, pull back, up. Great. Now tell me, where is it going to be in 5 weeks? I can predict pretty good where is it going to be in 5 days. 5 days, it looks like it should be the 38.5. 5 weeks, no, I can't figure that one out because 5 weeks, look at this. Up, down, up, down, up. Sorry, it just doesn't work for me. Okay, I usually never get 1% a week for a monthly. I just don't like monthlies. The numbers just don't work for me. And if they do, well, how the hell am I supposed to figure out where's it going to be in 5 weeks? And if I have to stick with it, then I got to hold it for another 5 weeks. No, I don't. I don't like it. So I said no to Misty 5 times tonight. Mo, do you do contracts? You smart contracts? No. I do covered calls, that's it. Bonnie, AKBA, never heard of it. AKBA. Yeah. Ugh, another monthly. I don't do monthlies, the numbers just don't work. Sorry. Johnny, what are your thoughts on the dividend on BTCI? What the heck is BTCI? BTCI. Oh, yeah, no. Okay. No options. No, thank you. Devin, how much should a beginner can invest at least $150 a week, or should I say stocks? All right, Devin, number one, if you're just getting started, my thoughts, not suggestions, my thoughts is you should do a paper trading account. Play the Monopoly thing, okay? Use paper money. It's not real. It will help you learn the strategy. Most people are going to lose most of their money at first by hitting the wrong button. It's always best to hit the wrong button, make all your mistakes in a practice account. That way you're not losing anything. Okay? Now, from there, you just slowly learn. Just come back. Okay, I'm here every night. However, at the beginning of the year, I am going to change my schedule. I've been here every single night since January. I've only missed 5 nights. Okay? 1, I was sick as a dog. 2, I had to take someone to the emergency room, and I lost 3 during the hurricane. For those of you who don't know, St. Petersburg, where I'm at, the hurricane went right over here. Okay, we lost water, electricity, cable, internet, all that stuff for 3 days. Okay, so I was in the dark for 3 days. It was a blast. I had fun. It was kind of like camping. Okay, Billy, I just did a rapid fire on the technique. CCL, Carnival Cruise Line, way high right now. Can you look seasonality? CCL, Carnival Cruise Line. Yes, it is very high. Seasonality. Ooh, look at that. Carnival Cruise Line. Nice upward trend for the whole month of December. That's nice. Not quite sure what you're looking for. I hate the wrong button. Yeah, I did it twice. Well, I did it twice in the last quarter. Okay, I hit the wrong button on Harley Davidson, and I lost. Oh, I think I lost like $2,500 on Harley Davidson because I hit the wrong freaking button. I did it myself. I've been trading for 20 years, and I hit the wrong button a couple of weeks ago. What is your new schedule going to start in the new year? I'm not going to do Friday nights and Saturday nights. Friday nights and Saturday nights are usually the slowest. The best night I found is Sunday night. Everyone's getting ready for the upcoming week. Everybody wants to know what trades we're going to do on Monday. And Thursday, well, what's going to happen on Friday? Yeah, so it would probably be very similar, okay, 9 to 11:30, but no Friday nights, no Saturday nights. I haven't gone dancing in a whole year. I haven't gone to a concert all year. I haven't gone to the movies all year. I haven't done anything on a night all year, 2024. Every night standing here in front of my computer, in front of my 6, 7 cameras. Hopefully, I'll learn how to use that software. Gotta get software. Go out. Yeah. I get it. But I made a commitment. I made a commitment to do a live show every single night for a year. I only missed 5 days. I think that's pretty good. All right. So it's 20 past 11. You guys seem to be out of questions. So I'm going to call it on account of rain. It's not really raining, but you know what I mean. No questions. I'm out of here. All righty. Hopefully you guys have a great night. It is Saturday night. Look how many people here. 56. Yeah, no. Saturday night's usually the worst night of the week. Is. All right, so you guys have a great night. King Chef, how are you today? So King Chef, you're over here on Instagram. Now, I'm not 100% sure what links I have available on Instagram. But on TikTok, it's Dividend Stock Talk. Okay, on Patreon. Okay, Patreon, it's Dividend Stock Talk on Patreon. Okay, if you see my picture right here, James Gardino Sr., I always tell people, do your research. Okay, Dividend Stock Talk, well, I'm attached to that. The 10-Minute Trader, do a Google search. You'll see that I've owned it for over 20 years, or close to 20 years. Go dancing. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to get there. Good night, Sherry. How are you tonight? I'm getting all excited about, we're going to go to, I believe Friday night, while we're in Vegas, we want to see the Rocket Man, I think it's called, tribute to Elton John and Billy Joel. Hope you're up for it. Okay, are you going to come? We'll see. All right, so all that being said, everyone, have a great night. Tomorrow night, we're going to go over what we have coming up for this coming Monday. Monday ought to be good. You guys have a great night. Okay, King Chef Barry, okay, over on Patreon. If not, go to the10minutetrader.com, which is right there. It should look like this. The10minutetrader.com with that guy right here and the live trading button. Yeah. Watching baby, so I've been busy. I'll call you in the morning. Cool beans. Ooh, I go play soccer in the morning. Okay, so I play soccer from 9 until 11. Then 11 I go to church. So after noon, which will be morning for you. Okay. All right, that being said, everyone have a good night, and we'll see you again tomorrow night. Oh, you know what, Sherry? I'll call you right now. Hold on. Don't. And for you guys over here on YouTube, have a lovely